Good everyone, Organized Video. Today we have a scumbag alert sent to me by TheBinChiken, which is a user both in the Discord server and in the squadron. And today it's on a player named TheFireIsOnFire. Rather optimistic name. I mean, if it's got enough oxygen, I should hope it burn. But TheBinChiken was out in his HE111 H16. I really hope he was spading it, otherwise what the fuck are you doing flying this pile of trash? This thing is trash. Used to actually be pretty okay, because the gun has actually had coverage. Nowadays it really doesn't, but yeah, this thing has been changed a couple of years ago, and the defensive armament is practically hopeless. Unless the enemy is dumb enough to sit in the twin MG81 or fly in front of the 20mm that's in the front. But obviously, we're not here about his plane or his contribution to the battle because he just landed in jail now. I honestly don't blame him after this incident. And the incident only lasts for a couple of minutes, but the actual interesting parts of the battle only last for about 5 minutes. But obviously, we're going to be cutting through that as best we can. But this clearly to me is a unprovoked attack, and as you will tell, we have, well, as you will see later, there's actually two scumbag alerts today. I know, it's not often I get given these, and I miss doing them, as I've already said, but obviously we've had one sent to me by Tanker for You 1234, which is coming later, and obviously we've got this one now, which is sent to me by the Bin Chickens, because, well, I've got to get these things out. I mean, I'm not being funny, right? These sorts of players really need like a proper bollocking because it's just getting on everyone's nerves. These team killers are getting away with it, and the BS excuses that they make in chat would immediately draw people to go, "Oh, the guy who's innocent is the one who's the team killer," and someone could get under getting falsely banned. And to me, it's just stupid. But even so, I hope that people obviously report this guy because this needs to happen. This guy needs to be reported. This is clearly an unprovoked attack, and clearly this is not his first time doing it. And we don't know what his problem is. I've watched the battle twice, and I honestly don't have a clue. Let's put it that way. So, let's get into the battle, and let's have a look at The Fire is on Fire. Like I say, this was sent to me on Discord by a subscriber named TheBinChiken. Thanks for sending it in, mate. It's not often I get sent a replay, because obviously the only replays I accept now are replays like this or a cheater alert. So, yeah. I had to laugh. There was a user the other day, I think it was on my Sherman video, and straight away, I'm just going to stop it here. The bin chicken spawns in and is already getting shot at by the Fire is on Fire. The Fire is on Fire is in a 111H6. Just bear that in mind. He's in a 111H6, which I'd actually argue is a better plane because of the defensive coverage. But immediately out the box, as you can tell, the nose gunner on the H6 is going crazy. Yeah, this... Just watch this. This is just incredible. So the bin chicken might have either been AFK or grabbing a nice drink, like maybe a cup of coffee or something. I don't know. And it takes him a bit of time to respond, but straight away he enters a defensive turn, because obviously you've got to shake this guy off and try and get your guns on him, which good luck doing that in a H16, but he actually manages it. He gets his 13mm going, does a bit of damage, puts his smoke on, and obviously is getting ready to drop his bombs to start defensive flying a bit better. The Fire is on Fire immediately goes for an ram attempt, which luckily the bin chicken turns hard enough to avoid it, because again, this player is doing this deliberately. This guy's, I'll show this guy's player card. This was disgusting to see, and you'll see in a moment just why it's disgusting. So the bin chicken is obviously turn fighting with this guy. He's trying to keep his plane out of the gunnery range of the H6's guns, which, to be fair, MG15s aren't the greatest, but if you get enough shots on target, they can actually do some good damage. So at this point, the bin chicken slaps his combat flaps down, and the Fire is on Fire is going for another ram, which he manages to avoid. He then breaks right to try and get in, well, to get his front gun on him, because that's really the only hope you've got of dealing with a team killer in this thing. He then pops his combat flaps again, and is already getting shot at again by the Fires on Fire. He brings it around and tries to get the 20mm on him, which is really the only hope. Jumps into gunner view, jumps toward the front gunner. The guy puts smoke on, I don't know why, and then the Fire's on Fire, gets his wing blown off by the TheBinChiken. Here's where the chat starts. I'm just gonna put the chat on. He starts saying, yo, what the fuck? Now, I'm no expert, but if you're that stupid, you don't know why you just got team killed in return, then I really question your ability to think and question the IQ of yourself. Because, trust me, this guy's a dumbass. So the TheBinChiken obviously responds in chat with, he shot me first with 20mm. The Fire's on Fire then immediately starts going into the bullshit zone by saying, this man started chasing me out of spawn. That's ironic because it's completely the wrong way round if you actually look at the replay file. The TheBinChiken obviously defended himself and caused him for bullshit, which is fair exception. And he's doing a flight at the moment. If you don't know what I mean by doing a flight, just look at the wings. So, there you go. Flight will get it, some of us won't. He then puts one of my favourite insults towards people. I was in front of you, you wanker. Because who doesn't love using that word? The Fire's on Fire starts saying he shot me and started chasing me, which is, again, ironic because he was the one who shot first and started chasing. Okay. Yeah, this goes on for about another minute, but some of the stuff the TheBinChiken says in chat is absolutely amazing. I legit laughed my head off. So at this point, the Fire's on Fire says "fuck you," which is a classic, and now he's no longer doing a flight, just to let you know. Um, if anyone doesn't know, he left his combat flaps down. Um, Flight left his combat flaps down once and couldn't accelerate in his Mustang to catch a zero, and he was like, why would I accelerate? And yeah. And here comes the TheBinChiken's best insult. I know you'd like to, but no one would ever want that from you, which is a cracking comeback, I have to admit. And in a moment, the Fire's on Fire is about to leave the match, which just gives you an idea of how little he can't take a insult back and take the truth. I just really would love to know why this happened, but to be honest, judging by the players' actions and their attitude, this is deliberate. So now that the geezer has left the match, let's go over the player card as we usually do. And straight away, we see a problem. Level 100. Yeah, not exactly setting a good example for everyone, are you? Then we go to his service record, and you can just see, like, most of his stuff is either Seal Clubby or it's just premium. I mean, we've got the Voter here, we've got fucking hell, 186 matches in the Po 2. Like, I don't even have that, and I wouldn't float out that much. We've then got the Object 279, and most of his stuff that he plays is Seal Clubby. I'm not saying all, but most of his stuff is Seal Clubby. And it's just disgusting that this player is able to get away with doing this. And obviously, as you can tell in his planes, like, he's got mostly good or overperforming planes, which just proves how little brain cells he actually has. But credit where credit's due, I have to give the TheBinChiken credit for A, putting up a fight, and B, not taking his shit, and also C, giving me the replay file, because this needed to happen. So as you all know, report the Fire's on Fire. This guy needs to be reported. We need to at least get this guy a temp ban so it actually gives him a kick up the arse for once. But this is Gaijin. They're about as useful as tits on a fish. I mean, if you guys remember, I've done a load of cheater alerts. Most of those cheaters haven't even been banned yet, which just gives you an idea. And it's just disgusting that this actually happens because, well, I mean, it's just like it's a cheater. Like we need to eradicate these, and when it comes to scumbags, we have to do the same. But nope, doesn't seem to happen anymore. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's scumbag alert on The Fire is on Fire, and well, I'll catch you all on the next one, which will be Tanker for You's contribution to a scumbag alert. Catch you all later.